Jonathan Smith has taken his Michigan State Spartans into Cornhuskers territory. The Nebraska Cornhuskers and Michigan Spartans have both had less than stellar games this year. They're both 3-1. Michigan State beat Western Michigan, barely beat Boston College in overtime, 42-40. Had difficulty with FCS Youngstown State and got beat by then number 25 USC. The Cornhuskers, well, they barely beat Cincinnati. They blew out Akron, who, if you don't blow them out, then you've got problems. They did a really good job against Houston Christian, 59-7, and then got beat in a close one against Michigan. Both these teams are on paper, should be really good teams, but they're not doing what they should do. Offensive lines just are horrendous. The defense is subpar. People, had high hopes for both these teams going into this year. Now, I will say this much. Matt Rule's got a much better record. He's known for rebuilding teams, and I think that Nebraska should be able to go to a bowl game. But Jonathan Smith, he was 34-35 at Oregon State. He's 8-8 so far at Michigan State. He's 42-43 overall. He's not somebody that really causes you to get excited, even though I will admit he did go 10-3 in 2022. He did rebuild Oregon State up to something, but it he's somebody who offensively minded. He's been offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach at a few teams. Both these teams are just lackluster this year, though, on execution. And so we're going to go into that, and we're going to look into who could probably win this game. Now, if you like college football, if you like college sports, I ain't covering pro sports anymore. Hit like, hit subscribe, and you're going to hear about college football. Not so much the recruiting and transfer portal. That stuff gets on my nerves. But you're going to hear me talk about college sports all the time. Hit like and subscribe. And here we go. Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video. And I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Neyland. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there. Now, we're going to talk about the Spartans. They're the visiting team. Aiden Childs, their QB1, 70 of 102, so he's at 68.6% completion rate, 868 yards through the air, got 9 touchdowns through the air, got 1 interception, but he's also been sacked 10 times. So this offensive line just does not handle things. Rushing, Mekhi Frazier, 57 carries, 267 yards, 2 touchdowns. Aiden Childs is 39 for 154, 2 touchdowns. Brandon Tullis, 25, 128, 2 touchdowns. Elijah Tolliver's got a touchdown. And Rodney Bullard got a touchdown. He's got 8 touchdowns on the ground with the 9 receipt through the air. Amari Kelly is 21 for 317, got 1 touchdown. Nick Marsh has got 18 catches, 222 yards, but 3 touchdowns. Kershawn McCrae's got a touchdown. Michael Masunas has got 2 touchdowns. Jack Beeling has got a touchdown. And Jay Coyne, a fullback, has got a touchdown. So 17 offensive touchdowns. Not bad, not good. But that offensive line is keeping a lot of this from being any better. But Aiden Childs is dual threat, so you know, 9 through the air, that one interception, okay, it is what it is, but he's also got the 2 touchdowns rushing. Now, the defense, they've only been able to sack the opposing quarterback 6 times. With who they've been up against, that's not a good thing. Akron, you're telling me you couldn't sack Akron's quarterback more? 12 pass deflections, and 2 interceptions. This is a lackluster defense. They've got 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. That's somewhat good. Jordan Hall, linebacker, has got 30 tackles, 2 of them are sacks, and 1 forced fumble. Wayne Matthews, 26 tackles and 1 interception. Now, they're at least winning, most of their defense is right there at the line. Uh, they're doing their job somewhat, not amazing though. Penalty wise, they're actually both teams, but are pretty good. Penalties, 19 total penalties, 158 yards. They're only averaging 39 penalty yards a game. That's some disciplined football right there. It is a disciplined team, but they're no offensive line really for what they're playing, who they're playing. Uh, Aiden Childs doing what he needs to do, but only 868 yards. That's not exciting, but at least he's able to get some rushes in. He knows that when the offensive line doesn't hold up, he can go rushing. And him having 154 yards on the ground and 868 through the air, he's doing good on their offense. And Mekhi Frazier is backing him up, as is Amari Kelly when he needs him to be. Defensively, though, teams can get into shootouts with them and pretty much wonder if they can win it. I'm not seeing a lot of excitement to be had, especially considering they've they've got Nebraska, then they get UCLA. Hey, there's a win at least. Then they got Indiana, Michigan, Minnesota, which they should be able to win. I mean, so they're three. That's 5 wins right there, and they could beat either Maryland or Iowa. I'm thinking Maryland. They'll probably go to a bowl game this year. They're going to be lackluster getting there. Now, on to the Cornhuskers. Dylan Raiola, big name. Everybody's talking about him. He's 102 for 135, so he's 75.6% completion rate, 1,137 yards through the air. Got 11 touchdowns through the air. So only got 1 interception. That's a good sign too. But he's been sacked 10 times. So this offensive line is not holding up where it needs to. But hey, you just heard me talking about the defense for Michigan State, so not going to be a problem in this game. TJ Lateef, his backup, has actually got a touchdown as well, got 254 yards. So they've got 12 through the air, but there's 10 sacks. Emmett Johnson. Now, here's somebody right here that you should be talking about. 71 carries, 391 yards, 4 touchdowns. Quentin Ives got 16 carries, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns. TJ Lateef got 5 carries and 2 touchdowns. So he's doing what he needs to do a little bit. Makai Nelson has got 9 carries, got a touchdown. 9 touchdowns on the ground, not bad at all. Dylan Raiola is in negative yardage, but 579 yards on the ground. It's not that exciting considering what their pass game is. Corey Barney, wide receiver, he's caught 21 for 301 yards, 3 touchdowns. Dane Key, 16 for 226, 3 touchdowns. Nazia Hunter's got a touchdown. Luke Lindenmeyer, tight end's got a touchdown. Cortez Mills has got a touchdown. Emmett Johnson, the running back, has got a touchdown by through the air. Glenn Clark has got one. Heinrich Harburg has got one. So 12 through the ground on through the air, 9 on the ground. You know, and they've got some good numbers when they get free. Man, do they go! 62-yarder for Cortez Mills, 52 for Corey Barney, 47 for Emmett Johnson. So they've got some dudes that will run. Now on defense, they've only got 6 sacks. They've only sacked the opposing quarterback 6 times. Got 13 pass deflections, a little bit better, but not by any means much. Only got one interception. Got 4 forced fumbles and 5 fumble recoveries. When you're talking about a team that's faced, okay, pardon me, Michigan State did not face Akron, but still, you're looking at a very lackluster defense. Um, Rex Guthrie, defensive back. Now they're not. This is another team that's fighting it on the lines. Got Rex Guthrie and Deshaun Singleton both have 17 tackles. Both have one pass deflection. Even though Deshaun Singleton does have a fumble recovery, uh, their dudes on the front line are getting pass deflections. That is a good thing. They're not getting that many sacks though. I mean, it's just not even. And on penalties, they're only 16 for 152. So they're only going like 30. They're only getting like 38 penalty yards a game. So both these are well disciplined teams. Uh, Dylan Raiola's a little bit better of a quarterback in my eyes, and they can throw in TJ Lateef if they're wanting to have an option to do something different. Got a good running game going, though not that spectacular. They're able to get touchdowns that way. Their receivers are doing what they need to do. They really are. They're doing what they need to do. But the defense and offensive line, just like Michigan State, for who they played, you'd expect that to look a lot better. It just is not. Both of them have decent deep or offenses with no offensive line. Both of them have eh defenses. So yeah, Dylan Raiola is probably going to be the bigger person or the bigger name in this game overall. I'm looking at both these teams because of home field advantage, because both teams' defenses are this just not good. Even though both of them have horrendous offensive lines, both are disciplined. I am thinking that this will be the Cornhuskers winning this. I'm looking at this. I'm thinking that Cornhuskers should win 9 games, maybe. If they can win this game, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at they should win 9 games, and they should win this game. This should be a Cornhuskers game. Spartans are not exciting me. Neither is the Cornhuskers. Cornhuskers will make a statement this year. It'll be a much better team from the looks of it, but man, this will not be that pretty of a game. It'll be more offense than any defense. And I don't even think it'll be that high scoring of an offense. That's the sad part of this game. I don't think it's going to be that high scoring, even though the defenses are not going to be the reason why. Um, Really, this is unless you're a Big Ten fan or if you're just wanting to tune to a game that you can just enjoy. That's the only reason I'd watch this game. But I could be wrong, and Dylan Raiola may finally break out and do what everybody expects him to do. I mean, seriously, there are people expecting Dylan Raiola to have been far better than what he has been so far. And this is the game to do it. This is the right defense for him to show out against. Jordan Childs, or pardon me, Aiden Childs. Sorry, I'm mixing up sports. Aiden Childs has a chance to do the same thing, though. Um, but I honestly think this is going to be a Cornhusker game. Y'all tell me what you think. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.